weeks of quarter two. So I really wanted to just kind of like round out quarter two with some coaching, some tips, some hacks on how we can actually create some margin in our schedule, create some more time in our schedule to do things that are going to move the needle in our business and are going to get more bookings in our honeybook or in our inbox. And that is going to be marketing is how that's going to happen. Showing up, checking on your clients, sharing your work, sharing your experience, and you're going to do it and it's going to make you feel nauseated. Like you're going to feel so annoying, but you have to be annoying. You have to share the value of what you offer. You have to share over and over and over and over again. This month, the lesson in your dashboard is, using, promos to your benefit, using times of the year, using holidays to your benefit. Y'all, she is so spoiled. Like, I feel like I have to hold her at all times. To get people in the door, because everybody loves a good sale. Everybody loves a good promo. Everybody likes a good freebie or whatever it is. And the more people you get into your door, the more opportunity you can love and serve them, the more opportunity you can create those marketing disciples that will market for you. Okay. That's how I ran my business. I, didn't run Facebook ads as a photographer. I'm going to do now for education, but it's kind of a different business. I never did any of the strategy tactics. What I did was I tried to get as many people in my door as possible, in front of my camera as possible, so that I can love and serve them well, so that then they can market for me. And that's the name of the game. That is the biggest secret when it comes to marketing, is getting people in the door, as many as you can. So throughout the last 18 months, we've held 6 retreats, which we're booking another one right now for our Academy members. We held 6 retreats, and I've been getting the same struggles from the 76 girls that have come through the retreats. And whenever I'm talking one-on-one with them, and whenever I'm talking about marketing, they're like, I want to market. I know how to market. I know the benefits of marketing, but I just don't have time to market. I'm so busy editing. I'm so busy doing all this. I'm so busy working on my website. I'm so busy doing all the things. And so that's what today's coaching topic is going to be. I'm so glad a lot of you are showing up today, because I feel like we're all guilty of this, what I'm going to be sharing one way or another. Or you may have found this to be true and you fixed it, and now you are where you are. So good morning, Desiree. We got to do some retreat girls in here. Okay. So I'm going to talk about 3 things that you can do to make sure that you have enough time to market. Because you know how, you have all the tools. You've been getting marketing lessons for months now. You have a whole marketing category in your dashboard. If you're in the business and branding course, you have an entire module on how to market, what to do, what to say. If you're in the mini session course, you have an entire list of marketing ways to get people in your door. So it's like, it's not the struggle of like, I don't know how, I don't know, what to do. It's, you don't have enough time to do it. Can I get an amen? Okay. So 3 things that you can do. We're going to get through them very quickly. Ready for this? Get out your notebook, get out your pens, write these down, and then implement them. Remember, knowledge is not power. Action is power. Action is power. Action is going to be the thing that's going to change your business and change your life, is doing the thing. Okay. So first thing, number 1 thing, the thing that sucks up your time as a photographer, is editing. I believe with my whole heart that my business blew up the moment I started outsourcing my editing. I did it all by myself for my very first year. I started in September. I started outsourcing the next September. And I I mean, I had an editing style. It wasn't completely nailed down. I knew I was light and airy. I was still working on it. I was still tweaking it, just like a lot of you in here. So I went to edit-source.com. And before you say, Brittany, I can't afford it, add $50 to your offerings and then use that to pay for editing. Okay. Outsourcing your editing is not as expensive as you think. Also, it's a business expense, so it's a tax write-off. Okay. So think about that too. Edit-source.com. Edit-source.com. If somebody can type that in the comments right now, like the thing, source.com. That's the website that I used. I found a girl that was closest to my style. They have hundreds of editors waiting for you to hear from you. I found somebody that had the closest to my style. She was a light and airy photographer. I really liked her work. Yes, that should be it. Edit-source.com. Thank you. And I reached out to her and she helped me set up my catalogs. She helped me, we worked back and forth so that we got into this rhythm of things. So every time I shot a wedding, every time I had 10 mini sessions back to back to back, I would send off their entire gallery to her. So all I was doing, once I hired an editor, all I was doing is booking clients, shooting their sessions, and marketing to book more clients and shoot their sessions. Isn't that amazing? And the thing with editing is that I didn't outsource all of my editing to you. That can't happen. They want you to at least edit 10% of your gallery, which is awesome because that 10% went on social media. That 10% went on a blog. So I was still sharing my work. Okay, does that make sense? But I was giving back 40 hours of time for that week so that I could market my business, show up, love and serve my clients, book clients, and then shoot the session. I was trying to do only the things that I could do. And then I outsourced my editing, which sucked up my time. And who else in here re-looks at galleries after you're done with them and be like, oh, I need to edit the whole thing over again. Oh, I need to go back and re-edit all the things. It was sucking up our time, and one tint up or one temp down or one exposure up and tweaking to craziness is not going to make any difference to your client. They're not going to see any of that, but it's going to suck up 20, 30, 40 hours of your week that you could be marketing your business, loving and serving your clients, shooting sessions, or crazy, spending more time on yourself or your family, okay? So that's number one. And anyone who has listened to this advice and has implemented this advice comes to me, emails me, messages me, and be like, oh my God, I wish I would have done this sooner, okay? So I'm not crazy. I've experienced it, and a lot of my retreat girls have too. A lot of you guys have too, and no regrets. Okay? So, how to find more time to market your business. First things first is get back about 40 hours a week and outsource your editing. Daisy, come here. She's biting on everything. Oh, puppies. Puppies are so fun. Okay. Second thing that you need to do to find more time to market your business is figure out the things that are sucking your time. Figure out the things that are sucking your time. And I think everyone can raise a hand, and maybe you should do it in the comments, and say, scrolling social media is sucking my time. It's not helping you. It's not making you a better photographer. It's not edifying you in any way. It's not making you feel better. It's not uplifting you. It's actually doing all of the opposite things. And at the same time, it's sucking your time. Have you ever gone through an entire day of work and then your husband comes home and he's like, oh, what did you do today? And you're like, I don't even know. I don't even know. I'm pretty sure I was on social media all day looking like gaining inspo, getting inspiration. When you're really not, you're not getting inspired at all. You're actually feeling really, really defeated. You're feeling like you suck. Everybody else has their life together and you don't. Everybody else has the perfect image and you don't. Everybody else is growing your business and you don't. Everybody else is booking sessions and you're not. When we're in reality, literally the entire world is feeling like that. So, number 2, figure out what's sucking your time. Social media, wasting time in Facebook groups, TikTok. Thank you. Yes, Stacy. To please, for the love, get off of TikTok. It is not doing anything for you. Watching TV all day. Like, what is sucking your time? Tweaking, and it could even be like business related. Are you tweaking your website 47 times when people aren't even looking at your website? Are you rewriting a caption? Is it taking you hours to rewrite a caption for Instagram? Oh, I gotta think of the most clever, like cutesy caption for this photo. Like, what is sucking your time? It's something that you're going to have a come to Jesus moment with. Like, sit down and really just like be honest with yourself. Like, sometimes I have to reel it in and be like, Brittany, like, there's no reason why you should be on Instagram. There's no reason why you should be in the Facebook group so much. There's no reason for this, because you need to share with the world how you can love and serve them. Okay? So have a come to Jesus moment with yourself. Have a come to Jesus moment with your business and figure out what's sucking your time. It could even be good things, like tweaking your website, like doing your Instagram. Like I can't stand when people are like, I just really want 1,000 followers. I just really want 5,000 followers. I just really want 10,000 followers. 10,000 followers does not mean you're making $10,000 a month. 10,000 followers is a vanity metric. It's like something that you feel good about for 5 seconds, and then you go back and you're looking at your bank account and you're like, crap. Or you look at your inbox and you're like, crap. What you need to figure out is what's sucking your time, and then replace it with the things that actually move the needle in your business. Like checking in with past clients, asking them how they're doing, sending thank you cards to your clients, to your past clients. What you're doing here is you're loving and serving people, humans, while you're making sure that you are staying in the forefront of their mind. That's all marketing is just staying in the forefront of people's minds, reminding them about their time with you and how you changed their life with how you loved and served them. And then when they're out in their day and somebody's like, oh, my daughter just got married, we just really need to find all the vendors and the photographer. And they're like, oh, you have to get Brittany Bruce. She just sent me the sweetest thank you card for no good reason. Like, she's amazing. We had such a good time with her. But if you don't stay in the forefront of people's minds because you're too busy scrolling and looking at other people's businesses and other people's lives, then you lose. So instead of scrolling, instead of TikToking, instead of hanging out in the social media groups, Facebook groups, which are all good things, love and serve your clients instead. Connect with other photographers and be a referral system for each other. If you love weddings, but you hate families, and you find a photographer that loves families and hate weddings, y'all become BFFs, and then y'all refer to each other. Show behind the scenes of your life and your business. This is still marketing. When I'm showing behind the scenes of my kids, of Louie's death, of me cooking, of me being, people can connect with me. They realize I'm a real person. They like, oh, I could hang out with her for 8 hours on a wedding day. Oh, I could hang out with her for 20 minutes for a mini session. She's like really cool. She's normal. That's what you're doing when you're showing your life. That's what you're doing when you're showing your loves, your passions, the things that you're interested in. Someone's going to connect with you there. There's a coaching member, an academy member, and a retreat alum. Her name's Jamie Gammon. She is obsessed and is passionate about nutrition and living a healthy lifestyle. And it is such a huge part of her life that even at the retreat, she woke up at 5 a.m. and did her morning routine and went for a run, and she brought in her own salads, and she didn't eat all of the food. She brought in her own food because it's just who she is. And she's passionate about it. And she said at the retreat, she is so afraid that if she shares that passion, no one will be able to connect with her and people will judge her for it. And all of us, all of the other girls, including myself, are like, Jamie, you have to share this passion because we want to learn from you and we are impressed by you and we feel closer to you because you're so passionate about it. These are the things that you need to spend more time on. You need to spend more time creating than consuming. You need to stop consuming other people's lives, other people's businesses, other people's work, and you need to start creating it as often as you can. That is marketing. Showing up, showing that you still exist, showing what you do, showing what you're passionate about. Another thing that you can do in lieu of the time that, you're not spending on social media anymore is take headshots of yourself. You have a camera, set it up on the timer, put on some clothes and get in some pretty light and take a headshot of yourself and post it on what you're doing. Another thing, and then we're going to move on to number 3. Instead of scrolling, focus on your self-development, self-improvement. When you eat right and work out, when you read books, when you have a morning routine and get in the word and you're like a healthy human, you can show up better for your clients. You'll have more confidence showing up on social media and showing up for your clients, and you'll just feel better. So instead of scrolling on the couch eating potato chips, which I'm guilty too. I'm preaching to the choir here. Like I know this. I still do it and I struggle with it and I have to slap myself and say, start creating. Instead of scrolling, eating potato chips on the couch, start creating. Start doing self-development. Go to the gym, do beach body, drink a protein shake, eat a salad, do stuff to better your life so that you can grow in your business. And anyone who has ever done that can say amen and amen. Okay, so first thing is outsource your editing. Second thing is figure out what's sucking your time and then stop doing those things and replace it with things that actually move the needle in your life and business. Last thing, the last thing, and this is something that if you're a mama, I need you to listen. Moms, listen to me closely. You need to create scheduled work time. You cannot work a little bit here, a little bit here, a little bit here, a little bit here, while I'm doing this, and expect your business to grow and flourish. It's our hope. We're doing our best. We're doing what we can. But you guys, if you can set aside 3 consecutive hours, 2 consecutive hours, and step away from your home and kids, even if it's in the closet, even if stepping away from them and just focusing for 3 hours, you would get so much more done. You can actually be with your kids when you're with your kids. You can actually enjoy your family. You're not going to feel overwhelmed. You're not going to feel defeated all the time because you're stepping away from the craziness of mom life and into the CEO position. It's a must. And when you have those 3 hours, you better have a laundry list of things that you want to accomplish, a big goal and a laundry list of things you want to accomplish during those 3 hours. So, easiest thing that you can do, have your mama, have your husband, have your sister, have a friend, somebody come in for just a couple of hours, a couple days a week, so that you can work on your business. Because you don't just shoot and edit. That's 2% of what you do. You're running a business. You're the CEO. You're also the janitor. You're also the secretary. You're also the marketing manager, right? So you need that time to step away and do what you need to do so that you can grow your business. Okay, and if anything else, this is what I did for a very long time, is I hired a college freshman and paid her $10 an hour. And I was like, okay, if I can pay her $30 to watch my kids for 3 hours, my goal during those 3 hours is to book a $250 session. That in my mind made sense. I spend $30 for the babysitter. I bust my A to book a session, to market, to get out there, to do something. That made sense to me. So those are the 3 things. They're simple, but they're gonna take some courage, some self-reflection, some time to actually do it. I'm gonna go over them really quickly. Number 1, outsource your editing. Edit-source.com. Get that off your plate. You'll get about 40 hours back in your life or more, depending on who you are. Number 2, figure out what's sucking your time. I'll just name a few. Social media, tweaking your website, writing captions for Instagram that nobody's reading, adding a bajillion hashtags, like all that crap, sucking up your time. Instead, do the things that actually move the needle in your business, like sharing behind the scenes of your work, going out and shooting a session and having somebody like film you and go live so that your people can watch you. Touch base with your past clients, send thank you cards to your past clients, just letting them know that you still love them, taking headshots of yourself, like showing up, doing a giveaway, doing a promo that you learned from your, lesson in the dashboard. Do that instead. And last thing is create scheduled time to work. Create scheduled time to work. Stop working a little bit here, a little bit here, a little bit here, a little bit here, and condense it into like power hour or power 3 hours and just get it done. That's what you need to do. And those little things are going to be the game changers in your life and business. Okay? Is this helpful at all? Did this strike a nerve, or do you feel a little bit convicted whatsoever? Because I know I do. So, get out there, get dressed, put your hair up, put some makeup on, and go to work. Okay? So, I hope this was helpful. Next week, what are we talking about next week? Can't remember what we're talking about next week, but you'll be reminded. And yeah, I'm going live in our Academy group in 30 minutes. I'm doing Q&A. I kind of skimmed over them and they looked really, really good questions. So if you're in the Academy, which if you're not, you really need to be because that's where it's at. If you're in the Academy, I'll see you over there in about 30 minutes to do live Q&A. But thank you for giving me a week off last week to be with the fam. You'll be seeing a lot more of this little girl. So, Josh is like sleeping right now. So, I love you guys. And again, go watch your lesson if you haven't yet. And y'all comment and let me know if you have any questions about what we talked about today. Okay? Good coaching call. Love you guys.